All right, welcome back to another episode of Knicks Morning Coffee Recap. All right, so we're going to get into a little bit about Game 6 and what this means for the New York Knicks. Now, in the NBA, they talk a lot about the haves and the have-nots. But the way I look at it right now, the Knicks are a have because we have everything we need to advance in this series. You know, we got outside shooting, we got post-ups, we got drive, we got defense, we got rim protection. All right, the only thing that we have to bring to the game tonight is that energy and that will to keep pushing it down their throat and then recognizing where the hot hand is coming from. See, to me, Indiana didn't play a bad game. They say Halliburton and Turner with single digits. Okay, your stars can't have single digits in a playoff game. But the way the Knicks come out, nobody will be surprised for us to pull this win off tonight. And it wouldn't even be a negative to me for Indiana if we came back from a 3-1 deficit and then to go in 3-3 at Madison Square Garden for Game 7, because Indiana still wasn't supposed to be there. Right, everybody says Indiana got good players. They got really good players, and their team chemistry is really good for that level. You know, we put this team together to beat the Boston Celtics, and shorthanded or whatever the hell they want to say, we did that. They came out in the series, started out full force, and even when Tatum went down, we had that game in full control. So injury or no injury, we were going to beat the Boston Celtics this year. Now, coming in Indiana, we knew they was going to play a high, fast, octane running style of basketball. And we knew we had to take the air out of the ball. But I think sometimes people forget when they just say slow it down is that, we're at our best too when we run. Okay, when we're not running, we have Jalen Brunson who can ISO and get his shot anywhere he wanted. And then you have Cat when he feels like going down in the post and making a move and even hitting the three. We have that. But we are really at our best when we're running. Now, can we outrun them? No, because they do it systematically. We do it just like the guy with the ball holds it until he decided he's going to pass it open man. And that's not how we got here. We got here by moving the ball. But we did some things in Indiana that tells me that we're learning our lesson for this series. We're learning our lesson because although it was late, putting Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup was a plus. That's a little bit more rim protection. That's a little bit more slowing them up, on their fast breaks. Not letting Halliburton get out and run at the initial point of attack. Now, we did that. So that had to be a strategy from Coach Tibbs, or it could have came from one of the guards. But we knew he just can't get a full head of steam up the middle of the court after a make or miss because he's going to burn you. And then also our team defense, we're starting to really on the pick and rolls too, meet people at the point of attack coming off the pick. And when somebody when they set the screen, we don't have to leave our other man too fast. And that's what we were doing early in the series. Our weak side guy was overcommitting, and then you can't get back, and then you're getting burned by the three. So it seems like we're picking up some of the nuances, little things that help Indiana's offense, that we're starting to pick it up on defense that can save us a couple of buckets here and there. And then also, I feel bad for my man Payne, but I love when Shamet is on the floor. Also like when Wright is on the floor. But I would like to see Shamet get even more shots because we can balance out our running and our half-court game together with some outside shooting. They definitely don't have a chance. Definitely don't have a chance. And the more shots Shamet get, the more comfortable he will become. And I think he is. We can't say that Delon Wright, he's doing his thing out there. He's showing that he is a veteran. He's a piece that going forward, he's going to have to get some minutes. I wish we could find some minutes for Payne, but, sometimes it's they say if it ain't broke, right, don't mess with it. So Achua, when you get in the game, the little mental lapses, come on, I'm for you 100%. But you got to get in the game and make an impact. You have to make an impact. No fumbling the ball, no missing a chippy layup here, no misassignment on defense. We need the total effort from you when you do get in the game because we still need you. Even though Tibbs is not playing you, we still need you. Cat came up real big for somebody who was supposed to be injured. Can't say enough about what he is doing. But again, I would still like to see a quick strike. You just want more because he's capable of more. Get the ball in the post, turn, make a move, boom. It's right there. All right, and then Brunson had a typical Brunson game. Yeah, we did fare well when he was out. which is that's not even rest. Because I remember Reggie Miller had said at one point when Brunson was in the game and Cat was out, and OG was out, I think, and somebody else. And he was saying that Brunson has to, it's like 6-7 minutes ago, Brunson's got to take all the shots. Brunson, no, that's not what's going to get us there. We have other guys out there that's capable of getting a bucket. You know, even Mikal Bridges was out there. So then we can go to him. Just because Brunson is on the floor, that don't mean we have to go to Brunson all the time. You know, and Tibbs did a nice job of getting Brunson off the ball at times this game so that he can come down and now the defense is not set and he can make his move a little bit quicker because he's eating up a lot of the clock. And we can't criticize it because he did it the whole year. But when our ball is moving, the team is flourishing. And that's just a simple phrase. When the ball is moving, the team is flourishing. And the Knicks don't have no reason, and there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to go into Indiana tonight and get that W. I mean, hook or crook, however we got to do it. Because it's there for you. Indiana leaves the door open for you to walk through. And then it's just up to you. Halliburton is having fun out there. But I don't know if he's in it like that. You know, Turner, he's going to give you what he gives you. Siakam has upgraded his game to the ways that he played in Toronto, but that might not be enough for them because we have Brunson and Cat. And then when you throw it in an OG and Mikal Bridges, one of them can offset what he's doing. So, you know, the Knicks are in a pretty good place right now. I think the fans is happy. I think the city's happy that we put ourselves in a position to get back in this series. And then I can't really forget about what Deuce is doing too. You know, Deuce has elevated his game. He showed that he could be a Knick for the future, offensively and defensively. But it's just that I know the Knicks, there was talk early in the season about the Knicks wanting to get bigger in the backcourt with the guys coming off the bench. So do you keep a guy like DeLon Wright, you know, or do you go out and you find somebody else? But I think this team, everybody knows that they are in it to win it. Tibbs, just keep dialing it up. Keep dialing it up. And then players, you know, stay on top of the nuances of the game. You know, sometimes things got to be changed through the course of the game. You don't got time to talk about it with the coach. You grab your player to the side, whisper in each other's ear, and then you go out and you get it done. All right, so right now I'm happy about where we sit. I can't wait till tonight. You know, it's going to be on fire, and we can just hold off these 48 minutes and get this thing back to the Garden for Game 7, and we'll just let the chips fall where they may. Can't ask for more than that. All right, so next time, peace.